Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Pet Expo YouTube channel. This is Barry, and we have a new reptile order that just came in. What we're looking at right now is our little leopard tortoises. These guys are one of those long-lived pets that get quite large, so you're looking at between 26 and 28 inches when they are full grown. And they're going to eat a variety of diet. You can do fresh vegetables for about 60%, and then you want about 40% on their dry vegetables, as you're seeing, like the Timothy hay that's in there right now. These guys also need to be soaked to release those urates because they are desert tortoises, so something that you want to probably soak at least 2 to 3 times a week just to relieve that animal, because sometimes they will not go to the bathroom if they are not soaked. Full grown, this animal is going to need about 180 gallon to 220 gallon tank if you're going to keep them in that. Otherwise, plan on building something down the road, because these guys will once again get quite large over the years, and you can expect to have them for 60 years plus on the low side, or average on the low side. Next ones that we got in are a little bit smaller, and these guys are our rainforest tortoises. This is redfoot tortoises. These guys will get about the size of a normal size football when they are full grown. And with their diet, you can actually mix in fruit and some protein also for these guys. Like frozen pinky mice work good for a treat maybe once a week, just to get into that carry-on, which they will normally find. But also you can feed different types of fruit, and their vegetables, you can have wet vegetables for these guys because they are rainforests. You do want to keep them up in that humidity though, between that 60 and 70%. And then also with these guys, you want to make sure to keep them at that 85 and 95 degree for full temperature. On both tortoises, you want to have a full UVA, UVB lighting system for them. The next ones we're going to move up to are going to be our new bearded dragons. Now, beardies are like the puppy dog of the lizard world. These guys are quite attentive. They get 24 inches plus, upwards of 30 inches when they're full grown. Right now they're mostly going to be eating insects, so you want to feed them at least every other day, about a dozen to a dozen and a half at the size that they are right now for crickets, and then make sure to apply vegetables and fruits into their diet also. And always remember to vitamin dust these guys for food when you are feeding them young like this. Also, with their bearded dragons, you want to make sure the hot spot gets up into that 100 to 105 degree range, and they do need a full spectrum UVA, UVB light for proper growth and development. And these guys will average anywhere from 12 to 15 years when they are full grown. Next ones we're going to move to, we'll kind of slide you right over here, and we're going to move up and see if we can zoom in on our little addition, which is our African pixie frog. This guy might be really small right now, but he is going to be a very, very large frog. Full grown, almost 6 pounds on males. Females can get excess of 10 pounds when they are full grown. These guys are going to be insectivores when they're small like this. So feeding crickets maybe once to twice a week is all they're really going to need, but make sure to keep that environment wet and humidity between that 70 to 80% for them. And as you can see, keeping that moss wet will keep him nice and happy. These guys also prefer to be at 80 to 85 degrees for temperature. And the darker the frog is, if he turns really, really dark, that means he is cold. They will tell you when they are cold or when they are too hot. He turns into a very lime green. So the next additions that we got today are going to be our curly-haired tarantulas. So we'll move through our reptile section, zoom back in on our beardies, and then we'll zoom back out and we'll head right over to our green section with our curly-haired tarantulas. Now these guys, like rose-haired tarantulas, are one of the few that we recommend as handling pets. These guys acclimate very well to handling, not aggressive whatsoever, and can be kept in small environments like a 10-gallon tank with about 3 to 4 inches of plantation soil, and then a hide for them to burrow in. These guys also live a long time. If they are a female, you can expect upwards past that 15-year mark. And once again, very low maintenance. Try to keep that temperature about 80 to 85 degrees. And then relative humidity between 60 and 70%. And maybe feeding half a dozen crickets once a week is all these guys need. So a very good starter pet if you can get past the 8 legs and the 8 eyes. If you have any further questions at all, give us a call at 507-625-2505. This is Barry from the Pet Expo YouTube channel in Mankato, Minnesota.